Hey y'all, I'm Abby, More Than Just Skin, and welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm thrilled you took some time out of your day to spend a little bit of time here with me. Today's video is another face in review or makeup in review. In these videos, we talk about the time, meaning what time I applied all of this onto my face, what time it is now, so how long it's been on my face, and we talk about how I think it has held up throughout the day, and I let you be the judge and you take a look and see what you think as well. So if you're interested in this type of video, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to zoom in so we can look up close and personal at how these products wore, and we'll get started. Okay, y'all, we are up close and personal. I want to start by saying I applied this makeup at 6 a.m. It is now currently 5:45, and let's talk about the fact that my hair is a hot mess. It has been raining today, and I've kind of been in and out of the rain, and it's windy, and it's just kind of a mess, but we are going to get over that fact, and we are going to move on to what is on the face, and we're going to start in the order in which I apply my makeup. The first thing I want to talk about is the foundation I am wearing. It is the Luminous Silk Foundation by Giorgio Armani. I have it in the shade 6. Now this shade is a little deep for me, so I do have to mix it with a lighter foundation, but I think, y'all, it just looks really good. This foundation is easy to apply. It's a luminous finish, hence Luminous Silk Foundation, and it just looks good on the skin. Now granted, it is cooler out today, so there have been no sweating, but it's breaking up slightly right here. I think maybe I did have a little bit of sweating this morning, but all in all, it's doing good. I don't think I must have had any watery eyes today because I'm not seeing anything around the eyes, and everything else is just looking really, really good. So yeah, this foundation is definitely an A+ in my book. I have the smaller size that I think comes in around $40-something, which for me is perfect because I don't go through foundation so fast because I have a lot of foundation. So I definitely would be picking this back up again after I finish it. I wish there was a color that worked well for me. I don't know. There's nowhere for me to actually try this foundation, but I would like to try the 5.5 and the 5. It seems like the 5 was too light and the 5.5 was too red. I don't know. I can't really remember. So it seems like the 6 was just a tad bit too dark, but I can make it work. So that is why I am wearing the 6. For concealer today, I concealed. Now this provides a luminous finish, and it provides a medium coverage. It does not provide a full coverage. So in order to conceal some redness around my face, some sunspots, I relied on the Kat Von D Lock It Concealer. I have it in the shade M25 Warm. This is the shade that I use to conceal around my face, and it works really, really well. Concealing under my eyes, I use the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. Mine is in the shade 010 Porcelain. I've talked about this before. The shade range in this concealer is ridiculous. There's literally 4 shades. I'm lucky enough that this one works really well for me, but I do think that it's ridiculous. They need to get with the times and fix their shade range for sure. For powder, I set my entire face, and then I went back and set my under eyes and carved out a little bit of contour with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder, and I have it in the shade 2 Medium. I am beginning to use this more to carve out the contour and set my under eye. I have said in the past I didn't think it was light enough, but I'm finding that I am making it work. This powder is gorgeous. It is definitely my all-time favorite higher end powder. Love it, love it, love it. I kind of feel like I want to do a powder video where I talk about my favorite powders, because right now I think my collection is curated down to what I consider to be my favorite powders. I have some that are higher end, and then I have some that are more drugstore and on the cheaper side, but this one definitely is high end, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I think you can see under my eye, no breaking up. It just looks really, really good. Another powder I use strictly to kind of do some brightening right around this area, I call that my highlighting primer. Today I use the Milani Prep Set and Glow. I don't like this to use on my entire face. I like it more as a finishing powder, and I like it to use it more to just provide some brightness in key areas. It's a little too light for me to use on my entire face, but I do like to put it in certain areas where I want to be brighter. A product that I use today for bronzer, blush, and highlight is this Flower Beauty palette, and it is called the Lift and Sculpt Contouring Palette. I'm just gonna say it, I don't like this. I don't even like when I'm looking in the mirror, I'm looking down here in the mirror and I'm looking in the viewfinder. I don't even like the way it looks on my face right now, which I'm kind of sad about because I feel like up until applying this, my makeup looked really good and I really like today's eye look as well, and I'm gonna tell you what's on my eyes in just a minute, but I literally cannot stand this palette. The only thing good I can say about this palette is it's affordable. I think the reason that I was all about it, I purchased it because Miss Gold Girl talked about it and talked about how great it was. She also loved it for travel. Well, now I have the NARS, which is basically this type of kit by NARS, which is the Laguna Orgasm Blush and a highlight. It is wonderful. So if I need something like this for travel, I can use that. This is going to be in a declutter. I'm doing that because the fallout on these products is crazy. It really is. This bronzer it takes so much effort to get any kind of payoff on my skin with this bronzer. And when you dip your brush into it, it is so powdery, the fallout is just crazy. I don't like this color blush. This blush is just way too pink in my mind. I like a good pink blush, but I don't like this kind of shade of pink. This is more of a Barbie pink, and I just don't love this. The highlighter, OMG. Okay, so the highlighter is so intense when you put it on. So I put it on this morning, and I looked and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wear this to work. I mean, this is like beaming to the heavens and back. It is so pigmented. So I had to take my powder brush and buff it into the skin to tone it down, which is what you see here, which is the toned down version. So I just don't like it. Don't love it. Save your money and yeah, get something else. For my eyes today, I started by priming my eyelids with the MAC Painterly paint pot. It is again just kind of like a nude base. And then what's on my eyes today is something that I really love. I purchased it back kind of at the end of the summer, and I just put it up, and I purchased it, ding ding ding, for travel. I said that's gonna be the perfect little palette to travel with, which if you've been watching me for a while, you've heard me say it's stupid for me to do that because I don't travel that much. Like, I really don't. So me purchasing something this good for travel is ridiculous. I mean, it really is. So the fact that I thought that, I was like, and then I was like maybe saving it for travel, that was stupid. But anyway, I've just recently kind of broken it out and started using it. Y'all, I love it so much. Like, I love this just kind of simple eye look, soft, simple eye look that I've got going on here. And what I'm talking about is the Urban Decay Aphrodisiac eyeshadow palette. It's just great. Okay, so you have this beige, which is called Sheets, and it is perfect to set your whole eye with. Then you have Beyond, the color right next to it, which is a matte neutral kind of brown color. I put that all over the crease and above the crease. I then darken up the crease with Whiplash. I also take this on a liner brush underneath my eye. I like to use Night Fever, this glittery shade, kind of in the inner corner part of my eyelid. I like to use the shade Glare, this darker shimmery shade on kind of the outer lid. And then sometimes I like to go in with Addict, which is this great like berry shade. You can see right there, I swatched it because I couldn't get it to focus, but that berry shade is really gorgeous. And I've just really been loving it. Every time I've worn it, I've loved it. And I just feel like you can do a few different looks with it, and it's just a great little palette. So yeah, kudos to this, love it. Again, it's great for travel if you travel. What I set my face with today is the Urban Decay All Nighter. Love this stuff. And what is on my lips is the Charlotte Tilbury Walk of Shame. And what is this? This is like the glossy lips. And see, it comes in this kind of container. And I have it on, but you can see it there. It's just a glossy, feels great on the lips. I just really can't say enough good things about it. So yes, that is what I am wearing on my face. Okay, so that is today's makeup of the day. If you like this type video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. I would love to have you back here on a regular basis. And as always, I hope this video finds you having a fantastic day and a great week, and I will see y'all soon. Bye, y'all.